Today we've got fish and chips. Welcome to Disney Dishes, where I'm making the most popular foods from Walt Disney World. We're in Epcot at the Yorkshire County Fish Company making fish and chips. This is something I've never had because I've never personally wanted to get fish and chips in a theme park before. Theme park food is always so hit or miss, and I feel like fish and chips is one of those things that is so often not done well that if I'm getting it in a theme park at a quick service stand, I feel like it would just be a little bit lackluster. And from what I've seen online, a lot of people are a little bit let down. So of course we had to make it better here today. The full recipe is in the description if you want to make this at home, and trust me, you're gonna want to. So let's make it.
We're gonna start with the chips, aka French fries. So we've got russet potatoes, cutting off the rounded edges, and then we're gonna cut that into thirds, flip those on their side and cut that into quarters. So we have a nice even grid of fries and they're all about the same size, so they fry evenly. I'm gonna keep these in water that's been heavily salted with a little bit of lemon juice added to them for about 5 minutes. And then it's really important to let these dry. So I've drained them, I rinsed them with water to get excess starch off, and then put them on a paper towel on a rack to dry completely, and I pat the tops as well so there's no excess moisture. That way they fry really nicely. So when it comes to frying, we've got the oil in a pan preheated to 325. These are going to get double fried. So the first fry's at a lower temp to cook the potato through. You want to do this in batches. Don't add them all in at the same time. Do it in about 3 batches for this amount of potatoes. But they're going to fry first for around 5 or so minutes. When they barely start to take on a little color, you don't really want them to get golden brown yet. We're going to take them out, put them on a paper towel to drain excess oil, and then we're going to raise the oil temperature to 375 for the second fry. Again, doing it in batches. These are only going to take about 2 or so minutes this time around to get really deliciously golden brown. And yeah, my candy thermometer fell off. I need to get a new one. It's just one of those things I haven't replaced, even though I've needed to for a long time. It still works. So immediately out of the fryer, put on a paper towel to drain and hit with salt, and your fries are ready to go. Now, when it comes to the fish, our batter is going to consist of flour. We've got baking powder, salt, paprika, and a little cayenne. That's optional. I like the little kick of heat there. You want to whisk that together very thoroughly, and then the liquid is going to be 1 12-ounce can of cold beer. But before we add that, we're going to make sure our cod fillets have been pat dry with a paper towel, and then we're going to flour dredge these and shake off the excess. Now we're going to add the beer to the batter, whisk until thoroughly combined. It'll take a minute of whisking for all that foam to subside, but then you want to generously dunk your flour dredged cod fillets into the batter, making sure it is completely coated in that mixture. Yeah, my camera likes to kick out of focus. If anyone wants to come be my camera guy, send me a message. I need one. But anyway, we're going to drop these into 375-degree oil for around 5 or 6 minutes, or until they get really nice and golden brown. The batter's going to puff up really nicely. For a quick, easy tartar sauce, we've just got mayo, diced pickle. We've also got some lemon juice and dill. And then you just want to salt and pepper to taste. And that's a really easy tartar sauce. I'm not a big malt vinegar person, so I'm the tartar sauce kind of guy. I made this first before I started frying anything, so it was just in the fridge ready to go. But after the fish is fried, it is gorgeous golden brown, super crisp. And with the fresh homemade French fries and that fresh made tartar sauce, y'all, this is so good. This is something I really hope you try.
Now I know this is a little more effort to do homemade fries, the batter for the fish, but it is so good. I mean, you can hear how crisp that beer batter is on the fish. And then there's something about a homemade French fry that I absolutely love. So I was already super excited just to make fries, but the beer battered cod, of course it's gonna be good. Such a good classic French fry flavor, so perfectly pillowy in the middle, nice crisp on the outside, perfectly golden brown. These are a winner for sure. But of course, the star of the show, we got the beer battered cod, which is just absolutely gorgeous. That batter held up so beautifully in the oil. It got so crisp, and even after a few minutes, it's still not soggy, which tells you it's a really good beer batter. If you want to dip malt vinegar rather than the tartar sauce, whatever you prefer. That's legit some of the best fish and chips I've ever had. And I've been to London. This is so good. It is so crispy. The fish is so tender. It flakes when you take a bite. The flavor of the batter is so nice and light. A little bit of kick from the cayenne we put in there. Perfectly seasoned. So crispy. I mean, that really is why this is so enjoyable. It's just that crispy airy beer batter. It is incredible. I absolutely love it. So I really hope you guys make this at home. The recipe is down in the description. And if there are any other Disney recipes you want me to make, let me know in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up and of course hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can join me for the rest of this amazing Disney Dishes series. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time.